Alright guys, one more video. I know I said it would be the last one tonight, but this is going to be the last one because it's really late. But I can talk forever, like I said, about things I like, and firearms is one of them. So I'm gonna do a first time gun owner video. Like, what guns would you want to get for your first firearm? Or maybe you've got your first firearm and you want to get you some others for certain purposes. So usually the first firearm that you would really want to get is a good handgun. Because a handgun you can carry on your person all the time. You can take it everywhere you go. As long as you get your permit. You gotta get you a carry permit. In most states you got to have a permit. So what's a good handgun to get? The most trusted handgun out there right now is Glock. And I have a Glock. Glock 19, 9mm, 15 round magazine. And I carry that gun all the time. And they're roughly $500 to $700. So if you can't afford that, right? So that's way too expensive. You can get a Smith and Wesson. What is it called? The SD9VE, which stands for Value Enhanced. It is almost a carbon copy of a Glock. So much so that Glock sued Smith & Wesson over that gun, and they won. And they can be had for half the price of a Glock. I think I've seen them for like $299 or $289, brand new. So that's your first one. Say you get your first one, you got your handgun. The next one, 12 gauge shotgun, pump action, for home defense. Get you a good Mossberg 500, Remington 870, Stevens 320. There's a plethora of different brands of 12 gauge shotguns. Great home defenders. Load that thing up with some buckshot. You're ready to go. And say now you wanna get your rifle because you want something different. A great rifle choice for your first rifle is a Ruger 1022, the best 22 out there. And 22 is a great caliber for beginning shooting because recoil is non-existent, ammo is really cheap, and that doesn't mean that, it's not powerful, it's not dangerous. A 22 can kill anyone just as dead as any other gun out there. It is the most accurate rifle in the world. So get you a good 22. You can go out and plink, shoot targets all day long, relatively cheap. And they can be had for $350, brand new. I seen one in a local gun shop in my area for $350, brand new in the box. Then you want to get into hunting. Let's say you want to get into hunting. What hunting rifle should you get? There is a plethora of calibers for hunting rifles. There's 308, 30-06, 270, 223, 243, and even like some 300 Win mags, which is incredibly, that is not a good choice for a first rifle. Those things pack a punch with recoil. But, I mean, for where I live at, for hunting purposes, you don't need anything more than 308, 30-06, or 270 to do anything you need to do. So, the 30 caliber rifles like 308 and 30-06, if you're a little bit recoil shy and you think 30-06 might kick a little too much, 308 is a really good choice. I owned a 308 for a while. I sold it to a buddy because he wanted him a hunting rifle to go hunting last year. I shot that thing. It's a 30 caliber round, but the recoil felt like almost like a 22. I mean, it shoves you a little bit, but barely. So it's a great first hunting rifle caliber. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about tonight. There's others that you can get after you get your mainstays, like an AR. Guys love getting ARs and AKs. And then if you wanted to like carry guns, let's just say, if you wanted to get you some carry guns, you can't afford a Glock, or you don't want a semi-automatic pistol, look into a revolver. The Smith & Wesson Airweight 38 Special is a great carry piece. My mom bought one not long ago for $300, I think it was. $389, somewhere like that. And she loves that gun. She was so impressed with it that she had her dad's old 38 Special, and it stays in her room, and she don't really mess with it no more. She likes that Smith. My dad carries a SIG, and SIG, really, really expensive, but great. And then Glock. Let's get back on Glock for a second here. Why is Glock the most trusted handgun out there? It is carried by the police force in my area. They carry a Glock 22, which is a 40 caliber handgun. It was the one handgun that made it through all the military trials, and it was the military's carry gun for a long time after the Beretta M92F. And then they were since beat out by SIG, and now SIG is the new carry for the military, or standard issue for the military. And Glocks are what, and the Glock and the Smith & Wesson that I mentioned, the SD9VE, are known as safe action firearms. And what that means is there is no manual safety on the gun. The safeties are built into the mechanism of the firearm. The trigger will not pull unless you depress the little lever on the trigger face. If that lever is not depressed, the trigger will not pull. They are drop safe. You can drop them in the floor. I've heard they drop them from helicopters, threw them against brick walls, and they do not fire. But the only thing about it is, make sure when you're dealing with a pistol that has no manual safety, make sure you get that trigger finger discipline down, boy. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot, and you'll never have a problem. So that's what I wanted to discuss tonight for the last video of the night. And it might be the last one for a little bit. Just depends on if something else pops in my head. So everyone out there, take care. And if you're wanting to get your first firearm once again, there's a few choices for you. You guys might go in a different order. You might get completely different brands from what I mentioned. It's just my general guidelines and guidelines that I have heard from other people. So if you like this kind of stuff, I'll keep doing firearm stuff. And I'll get back to some guitar stuff too. Video games, horror movies, things like that too on the channel. But I can talk forever about the subjects that I like a lot. And the paranormal stuff. I got another one of those coming up that I was thinking about doing the other night. So please like and subscribe if you enjoy the channel, enjoy the videos, and once again, I appreciate all of you guys that watch, and all of you that have subscribed. I really appreciate it. Thank you.